Oh, there we go. Wow, that was embarrassing. Turned 40, and next thing you know, I can't figure out how to operate a computer. But now it's just made by myself anyway. So just talk to myself and have a drink. Let's see. Oh, there we go. They're all on the other one. Yeah, I guess I gotta cancel, close, whatever the other one. I don't even want to play with this now. Let me see if I can go into the YouTube studio live. Destroy the other one. All right. Oh, look at that. There's two of them. Let me get rid of both. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Edit. How do you delete those? Delete forever. I understand. Delete forever. Delete forever. I understand. Delete forever. Now we're in business. Nobody knows but us. JB, what's going on? Happy birthday, dude. Thank you. Cheers to you. Objectively, the worst channel on YouTube. I love comments like that because you're here. So cheers to you having the worst taste of anyone on YouTube. So, happy birthday. Thank you, guys. When I went on my first bull run, I was 20 September. I forget. I was probably 25, turning 26 when I first went on my first rally. Why do I still have 777,000 subscribers? Because I haven't gotten enough subscribers to get to 778,000. That was a stupid question. Forever Look 21. Thank you very much. Cack McCackles. Some Whistle Pig, yes, sir. My Whistle Pig. Right there, the 18. It's my jam. And Johnny Walker Blue, also my jam. I like that. I just got a bottle of that. I don't know if it's a problem when you turn 40 and everybody just buys you alcohol, but for my 40th. Like an engraved bottle for Johnny Walker. Who doesn't like that? I'm going to save that at my house. So, let's see. Off to Florida. We'll get to that in a second. Zach C. Thanks for the 5 boneskis. Blue Label for life. Yeah, Blue Label's good stuff, man. Crispy K. Just stop by to say happy birthday. Thank you very much. Have a good evening. Nicholas Vallejo. Thank you very much. Yeah, 40 was supposed to be a big birthday. I was looking forward to going with my friends, and actually 17 of my closest friends. I had a table at the Hofbrau tent in Munich at Oktoberfest. COVID just went, crushed that whole idea. Brandon Nieder, cheers to you, sir. I will see you in 3 weeks or so. So for my birthday, and this wasn't really specifically for my birthday, I am actually going to be driving tanks next. Well, next week I'm going to be driving fast cars. Matt Farah, Amelia Hartford, and myself are doing a show called Sorted with Tanner Faust, and we're going to be filming in Palm Beach, Florida. So we're going to be having a good time down there. And JB, are you John Brown? Is that am I like I like to see through the screen name? I know Brandon, but the if you're John Brown, you can come over and check out the house. It's coming along well. But we're going down. We're filming the first couple of episodes of that show. It's going to be awesome. And I'm super excited to share that with you guys. Hold on 1 second. Here, I have JB or John Brown, if it's one and the same or different people. Here are a couple of house photos. So my basement is looking boss. So let's start with the entryway. Let's see. So the entryway, so the sheetrock is up now. Oh, look, there's that guy walking up top. Oh, is that just a moving photo? I hate those things. See what we got. Some good stuff here. This is the view from the kitchen to the fireplace. Other side, same thing. This is my breakfast nook. That ceiling is a little bit of a pain, but it was cool. When you go downstairs, this is the ceiling in the wine cellar. It's called a groin vault. Now this is the look, effectively looking out of the wine cellar at the at the reading nook and just whatever. The walls are purple, not because I like purple. That's mold-resistant sheetrock. There is the now cement board on the steam room. There you see the sauna and the steam room adjacent to each other. The openings are going to be filled with glass, so that should be pretty cool. Again, I was talking about that reading nook. It's going to be almost like a day bed where the kids can chill in there and do their thing. This is my gym. If you look in the back corner there, you can see the sheetrock that's missing. That sheetrock is missing because that's where the water meter is going to go. Here's the view when you go outside my bedroom. Goes down on the first floor, goes down to the basement. That's all going to be open with railings. So a little bit of a house update. The sheetrock makes a big difference. Was in DC for my birthday. A wife and a couple of friends, not the whole crew, but DC limits you to 6 people per table, so we had 2 tables worth of people there. Apologies to anyone who didn't get the invite. Brandon, I don't think I'm ever going to drink Fireball. Not my thing. Let's see here. You are John Brown. Oh, wait. No, wait. Brandon's John Brown. Let's see here. Brian L. Cheers. Is the GTC Lusso worth the buy? I like things different level magnums. You know what? I'm not a big fan of the GTC Lusso. Not my type of car. Dan, one of my buddies, had one, and I wasn't the biggest fan. Let's see. California's banning gas cars, so be it. You know, as California bans gas cars, the sale of gas cars forever, not banning gas cars from being in the state. They're just banning the sale of new gas cars. In 15 years, and the world is going to collapse by then anyway, so who cares? And it's not my birthday today. It was my birthday last Friday. I'm on the 18th. Anyone who's looking to steal my identity, let's start. You guys already have go to Newport, Rhode Island. You guys already go. Oh, no, we're going to Newport, Rhode Island at the end of Adventure Drives. We'll be there on the Saturday, the 24th or 25th, whatever day of the week it is in October. COVID can't infect tables of 6 or less. I know that, especially when you're sitting down. AP on cars. Any chance of super speeders meet on Long Island? We never rule anything out, but no time soon. I don't really do the meets. Some people live off of that stuff. I don't mind meeting anyone at any time. I just think it's arrogant to be like, hey, everybody come out and meet me. Like, I don't know. It's not my thing. Undead Walker. Ooh, Paul Walker. Any advice on mods for high mileage BMWs? Happy 40th, you legend. Thank you very much. Advice on mods? See, like BMWs and Mercedes, I don't know why. I think they're just better cars than American cars. You don't see like Chevy Cavaliers getting up to 300,000 miles. BMW, Mercedes, Audi, the German cars seem to go for much longer. So I think you're all right modifying them. I wouldn't go too crazy. I would just do, like with any car, my advice stops at like intake, exhaust, like brakes, suspension, anything that's a bolt-on without going into the engine. I think you're in good shape. But like, you don't have to go too crazy with the pulleys and everything like that. But just stick with the simple stuff, right? Stick with the stuff that makes it sound better, breathe a little better. That's what you want to do, and then you'll be happy with it. It'll be reliable, or as reliable as an old BMW or Mercedes will be, and you get to enjoy it. We're getting into a fireball fight. That's cute. Whoop, where'd he go? Revelation Flooring Group TV. Happy birthday, Rob. Flooring installation soon. Thank you, Robert. There he is. Robert and I have been not communicating very well. Or when I say that, like, Robert has not been communicating very well with me. I've been like trying to get there, but thank you for joining tonight, and hopefully you'll be joining me in advising me on my flooring and then installing my flooring. But you know, Brandonopolis, that's a cool question. You didn't pay for it, but I'm going to get to it just because I think it deserves it. Rob, did you ever have any side hustles? How did you make money to start where you are now? So everything was a side hustle. Like if I had time, I was out trying to make money. Whether it was, and I never tried like the get rich quick schemes, but I would always like in the summer I'm carrying golf bags. And if my dad needed help delivering furniture, I delivered furniture. If like I did everything. In the winter, I was snow plowing. And then I was trying to make the Super Speeders DVDs, which were called Life After the Quarter Mile back then. And I was just seeing what stuck and what made money. And all of those, the caddying at the golf course, the cleaning golf clubs at a young age, stuff like that all enabled me to then make and start stockpiling money. And then even when I was done cleaning the range, I would work as like starter or something like that and get the paycheck. But if I had time, I used that time to make money. And whether it was a lot or a little, you just keep grinding and it adds up. And that's sort of how I advanced to get where I was. And even when we started Gotham Dream Cars, I was still caddying. I was still at the golf course, at least for that first year while we started the company where we had one or two cars. I would be at the golf course carrying golf clubs because that's what you do. You make money where you can make money. You're never too good for a job. And ultimately, that was able to snowball into this fine apartment. Let's see. Where'd he go? Carson Brindle. Let's see what we got here. Happy 40th. My car got totaled last week in Miami in a flood. That sucks. Unless maybe that's a good thing. I don't know. It depends what your insurance payout was. What are your thoughts on the 04 to 07 CTS-V with the C5 Z06 engine, looking for a new manual V8 daily under 30 grand? Well, that's going to be should be well under 30 grand. A manual V8 daily, I'd go for an RS4, honestly. Like I think an 07 RS4 should be like plus minus 30 grand. And that's a good car, 4 seats. Second gear is a little short, would be my only complaint with that, but it's a solid piece. Yeah, I don't think you'll go wrong with that. And as far as manuals go, I mean, any car becomes fun in the manual. You can get a a used M5 too, like a 36 or 46 M5. I think they still make the 46s in stick, or the E whatever E90s, whatever the next generation was. But I love the M3s, the M4, or the M3s, or the M5s. Let's see here. But sorry to hear about the car, unless it was a good play with the insurance. But otherwise, I wish you luck in your next one. Definitely look into the RS4 though. My buddy CTSV does 150 plus in the 8th. Is that George Benson's car? Because that's the only guy I know who's crazy enough to put that much money into a CTSV. Let's see. When are we going to see? When are we going to get a C5 update? Oh, Matt Farah did a video, released a video, my shit mix in his bathroom. He doesn't watch your videos. Well, I didn't see that because I don't watch his videos. It's a funny story about YouTubers. We generally don't watch each other's stuff. Unless it starts to blow up and you're like, why is that video blowing up? And then you'll like skim through it. But that's funny. C5 update will come when I have time. October, killer for me. October, I'm traveling next week down to Florida. I'm then going from Florida to Minnesota, and then I'm going from Minnesota to California, and then from California to New York to do adventure drives, the fall trip. So, yeah, like I got a lot of travel going on. I'm home for like, gone for 4 days, home for 4 days, gone for 4 days, home for 4 days. So that's going to blow through my month real quick. Let's see. When Jimbo was touring Manny Kush, I saw his built an espresso machine and mentioned he introduced him to Nespresso years ago. Cool. Brandon's getting old Maserati Gran Turismo super reliable. Don't do that. No. You're clear of the Maseratis. Are you talking about the old Maserati Gran Turismo, the Grand Cabrio, or the no, I think you want the Maserati. Don't get anything Maserati before like 07. Let's just throw that out there. Oh, JB, so what's your opinion on the new 400Z? You obviously don't watch my videos because I made a video about how it's a terrible looking car. Rob, have you ever daily driven your C5 for like 5 years? But the opinion on the 400Z is that I like the idea. I like everything about it as far as idea goes. The manual, the interior, until you get to that ugly Pikachu looking exterior. Cool.
I got new pens.
Did you?
Yeah, I did. These are new pens. And these are the old pens that yellow didn't work.
The yellow didn't work, so we got new ones? Sounds like what mommy would do.
These are my new ones.
Okay, well, we're not going to draw tonight, okay? Get ready to go up to bed? Okay, you're not going to color tonight, okay? Danny, please, how did you like that shooting earlier? 2 fatal car crashes. Oh boy, the comment. I love the comment back and forth. No, you definitely don't want 150,000 miles.
This is a game. I'll show you.
No, don't have to show me. We'll see tomorrow, okay?
No, I'll just.
That's a really cool game. When a 4-year-old wants to show you a game, you check out the game.
Look at this.
Whoa, that's so cool. You guys should see this. Preschool champion. Awesome. Can we play that tomorrow? I don't want to take it out now, all right?
Yeah. There's a black pen and a blue pen.
There's 2 pens. There's a black and a blue.
Yes, and this one is a tolerant one.
Okay, so leave that right there, and it'll be right there ready for us in the morning, okay?
What about we put this over here?
You can put it there too, whatever you want.
Yeah.
I got it. Okay. Go check on mommy. I think she's tired. You want to go put her to sleep?
Mm. All right.
All right. Parenting 101. They always win. Happy birthday from Romania. What up? My parents' house is done. Alyssa's here. Everybody was asking. The first comments were, "Is Alyssa joining me tonight?" And Alyssa was not joining me tonight. But cheers to her. She did join me for my birthday. When is Alyssa going to be on the live stream? That's an excellent question. She was just at my birthday in DC. She will probably be on. I don't even know. I think I can stick to my live stream schedules. I will be drinking every Friday night from here on out until the end of the year, but I'm going to be traveling. Let me just see. It would be cool to live stream from a tank. The only question is, will Minnesota have the appropriate Wi-Fi connection? Let's just see here. I can't wait. I'm going to be live streaming from my house before the end of the year. How cool is that? It will be about 11 months from start to finish for me to build my house. So I will be home next Friday. I'll be home the following Friday. I will be home possibly on the Friday after that. That'll be after we filmed in California. And then I will be traveling the following Friday. So I'm only going to be out maybe 1.5 times this month. Alyssa just went over the bridge. She should have stopped by. Come on by. Turn around. Literally 10 minutes from the house. What'd you do? Did you fake trip?
No.
Oh, are you really tired? Because I'm not putting you to bed? So you're going to fake trip to try to make it look like you're so tired you can't walk?
No, that's not.
Oh, you're just super tired. Why don't you go wait up in your bed?
No.
And keep your eyes open till I get there?
No.
Because you're going to fall asleep.
No.
Should Alyssa come by? She was 10 minutes away. She should have, right? Yes, Robert Flooring Professional. I would like to meet this week, but if you can meet this weekend, I'm going to be traveling this week. My forehead looks like a Dodge Intrepid's windshield. Is it that big? I have a big forehead.
Yeah, it kind of looks a little big on the camera, but it actually isn't. You see, this is the size of my hand, actually.
And that's not so big.
My hand's like very tiny. And up to this.
My forehead is 1 hand big.
One Ryan hand big.
1 Ryan hand big.
They can also move really fast.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Are you ready to go to bed and let me finish talking to my friends?
Finish talking. I'll be right here.
You're not going to wait there for 40 minutes. Go upstairs and go to bed.
No, I don't want it.
Would you like to have a drink? You want to try this?
What is it?
You want to smell it first?
Nope.
No?
Don't.
It's just apple juice.
It's sort of whistle thingy.
It's a whistle pig thingy?
All
right. Go upstairs. Take your giraffe.
Whippy.
He's commandeered Safety Moose. Anyone that's been watching for a long time knows that Safety Moose was a staple for keeping me safe while driving my Corvette. Well, now we'll keep my son safe
at night.
At night. And there's your blanket. All right.
Blanket.
Go. I'll see you up there. When are you going to do another rally cross like your old videos? I don't really do those anymore. Because I'd go do it, and then like 20,000 people will watch it, and half the people would be like, "I can't believe you're doing this, so reckless." So I can't make everybody happy. Safety Moose guest appearance. I know, right? Let's see here. We've got my list of cars, and let me see if I can pull it up. These are the cars that are going to compete on Sorted. And it's going to be a pretty badass. All right, go ahead. Guess your average horsepower for the cars competing. We have 8 cars competing on Sorted next week in Florida. Guess the average horsepower. Just throw an average horsepower. So that means like if it was 100 horsepower per car times 10 cars, it's 100 horsepower average. Remember, these are sorted cars. Don't be like 7,000 horsepower. It's not that. Sorted entries. Well, what Tiara did to the spreadsheet? She made it all black. All right, so here are the cars. Ooh, you guys are weak. The average horsepower of the vehicles attending is just about 1,000. I know. There is a 1970 Datsun 240Z with an F22C swap and turbo. That's a cool car. I like that. Big downforce. And that's making about 450 wheel horsepower, so 550 horsepower. Then we have a single turbo 95 Supra. Come on. And that one is making 1,200 horsepower. So then we have an R8 turbo, a single turbo R8. That's cool. Rear mounted single turbo R8 making 600, probably pretty reliable. We have a turbo Viper. This is a big car. This is 2,400 horsepower. Just let that sink in for a minute. Like my Corvette, like blows the tires loose in like 3rd gear, right? And that's with like 315 gears. Blows the tires loose, and it's got like 700 or 800 horsepower. So imagine like 3 times the 3 Corvettes worth of horsepower out of this Viper ACR. I'm excited for that. That's gonna be crazy. And like you can be like, well, that car's only gonna like standing mile. It's still a Viper ACR. Like a Viper ACR is like a proper race car. So I'm like, then we have a 135, a 2008 135i turbo, making 600 wheel. That car is pretty tuned in, pretty dialed in. We have a 2017 Ford Mustang GT, which is pro-charged, making 800. We have a 991 Turbo 2017. That's solid. 2017 991 Turbo, making 1,000. And then we have an IS, a 1JZ IS swap, which is cranking out about 600 horsepower. So that's pretty badass. Obviously, the Viper pulled up the average horsepower. It's a Gen 5 Viper ACR, if you were wondering. It's the Calvo Viper, the purple one. So Tanner Faust will have a blast driving him. Tanner's like super excited to do this, so as are all of us. But the last car, which I was hoping was going to come, ended up bailing just like a half hour ago, was a single turbo 650 horsepower wheel horsepower blue S2000 turbo. That would have been cool. But the dude learns about blowing up cars. He blew up his last motor. Now he's afraid to blow up his new motor. And objectively, like just because your last motor blew doesn't mean the new motor is going to blow. It's like, oh, my last house caught on fire. This one's going to catch on fire too. It doesn't work like that. But I've been there, and uh, modifying cars gets expensive. So when you and it sucks. That's when the fun has been removed from modifying cars. When you get a car back and you're afraid to use it because you don't want it to break again because you can't afford or you don't want to spend the money to fix it. And I've been there. Like I don't want to put nothing. And that's why a lot of my cars sat for a while. It's like I spend the money to fix it, and I'm like, you know what? I just don't want to drive it again because I don't want to risk breaking it again. And if it breaks, that's the not fun part of owning a car, is having to fix it when it breaks, which they also fix. They also break when they sit for a while. Endless struggle of modifying cars. Let's see. Brandon is excited. The Calvo Viper. I guess that's who he's rooting for. We also, because, like, think about it. When you race like fighter jets versus each other, you lose the sense of relativity. So we will be adding the the baseline car. It's either going to be an F8 Tributo or a ZR1. I think a ZR1 is probably a better baseline because everyone's like, that's a fast car. The Corvette C701 2019, like, that's as good as it gets. And I'm excited. I'm excited to use that as a baseline car. So everyone's like, wow. And the way this competition is scheduled is that everybody should be able to beat the ZR1 at something, right? Either there's straight line speed, acceleration, time attack lap. And to be able to build a car, even a car from like 1970 or 1990 or whatever it is, to build a car that then will beat a 2019 Chevrolet like Corvette, pretty much street race car around a track or in any measure of performance, means you built something pretty good. Color fittings. Hey Rob, in the spirit of your birthday, happy birthday, thank you. My birthday was last week, just for a week ago. I'm now 40 in a week. And I will forever be 40 in 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, until I become 50, because I was born on a Friday, or my birthday was on a Friday. What's some advice you would give to a younger you? Travel more, honestly. Now, I didn't have a lot of money, and I didn't really have the travel bug because, like, I didn't have a lot of money, and I spent most of my time working. But I would suggest traveling as much as you can. Now it's a weird thing to say because of COVID, but go see the world, go do a lot of stuff, go travel, um, go explore the globe, go to Europe, go to places that you're not sure you want to go to. Say yes to a lot of things. There's a website called Skip Lagged, and you can search on Skip Lagged for flights from whatever your airport is, and the other airport code. You go and usually need to put an airport code in. Well, they have an airport code called ANY, ANY, and it gives you the prices on the dates that you select from your airport to everywhere in the world. And then you can be like, oh, cool. Look at that. I didn't know I could go to Antigua for $39. And then you just say, like, you know what? Let's go to Antigua. And that's cool. I like that, like, why not? Let's go explore the world. Let's go see what it has to offer. And I don't think you'll ever regret that. A lot of people spend their life saving up and squirreling away because when they're older, like, they're going to travel when they're older, then they have kids. No, I'm not going to spend it. I'll give it to my kids. And they never end up experiencing life. And I think if you do that while you're younger, I think you'll be able to sort of live a good, full life where you get to enjoy yourself. And I think that's the most important thing. A lot of people forget that they're here to enjoy themselves, and then they assign other purposes to their life. Well, I'm just here for my kids. I'm here for this. I'm here for that. And, like, you're here for you, first off. Like, you got to go travel. You got to experience. You got to enjoy yourself. And you may get enjoyment out of raising kids and raising grandkids and doing that stuff, but you also miss out, and you then justify missing out on going and seeing the world and trying things, and finding out what you do and don't like. So there is your deep answer as to what advice I would give younger me. And I didn't. I don't want to say don't waste my time in college, but yeah, and I probably would have. See, I don't really have any regrets because I've made even the mistakes and the spending mistakes and the stuff I've made has all been educated. Like I've weighed the pros and cons, and then I've made the decision. There's been wrong decisions. Don't get me wrong, but yeah, like and don't drink 7 and 7. If I was going to go back and tell younger self something, it would be don't drink 7 and 7 because that was a bad night. Um, all right. I hope that answered your question. Yeah. Oh, you know what? Another piece of advice. It's counterintuitive to the other one, but start saving money when you're young. Like even if it's like $100 a month, throw $100 a month in like the stock market or something. Safe stocks, like stuff like Apple, Google, Microsoft, companies you know are going to be around forever. And even if like $100 a month goes up, goes down, whatever, $100 a month, $1,000 a year, then maybe you can afford a little bit more in a couple of years. But you've already got 5,000. Like if $100 a month is a lot to you, having $5,000 in a month is having $5,000 in the account is really a lot to you. And then you start looking and you're like, why am I saving money at 17, 18, 19, 20? And you're going to turn around, you're going to be 30 years old, and you're going to have $160,000 in a bank account or something like that. And you're going to be like, this is great. And then you're going to, there is such a leg up to the people in the world that do not have to borrow money. And that's something I've learned. Borrowing money makes life more difficult, more expensive, and it keeps you, it's a slower rate of acceleration. So if you can make deposits towards your future of not even so much. I mean, like I don't care who you are. You can work at McDonald's and you can stick away $25 a week. Like it's not life changing. $25 a week, that's $100 a month, and it becomes life changing as time goes on. So start saving while you're young. Let's see here. So we got that. Carson Brindle says, thanks for the advice in the RS4. I have full coverage, thank God. Snow IPO seemed awfully high to me. Were you able to get it on a good price? So I bought at the open. I set it at two. So on my retirement account, I set it at 250 as the market limit. So they would only let you buy at a limit. Limit price is like I will buy. They wouldn't let you just buy at market price because if it's like $1,000 a share, then you're stuck buying whatever the $1,000 a share. So I bought at a 250 limit. It ended up coming on at 245. I mean, I didn't buy much, like 5 or 8 grand worth. I think it was like 25 shares at 250. So yeah, like 5 or 6 grand. But like any IPO, like I'm not going to dive in head first and I'm going to readjust. So after like 2 or 3 weeks, we'll see where it settles out. And then I'll throw some more money at it. If it ends up being 270 and I averaged into like 260, great. If it ends up being 180 and I averaged to 210, still good. But the answer to your question is no, I didn't get in at a terribly good price on that one. And I don't even know where the stock is now, but I don't think I'm winning on it. Snow. 229. So I'm down whatever, $15 a share, $16 a share. 20 down $150. So not the end of the world. But we'll see where it ends up going. I'm still like cool sitting on that and riding it out for a bit. What's the name of the site for traveling? It's called Skip Lagged. Let's see. Hey Rob, this is Lotus Esprit de Corpse. Hey Rob, do you think the Lotus Avija will actually be built, or is it just more BS from Lotus? By the way, I broke my Lotus again. The window fell out. I am like I understand we're all different in the choice of vehicles that we select. I just don't get the Lotuses, man. Not my thing. Oh, gross. If I donate $100, would chug a jar of spaghetti sauce? No. The answer is no. That's gross. Let's see here. Drew.
Hello, just checking on that you are good.
We're good.
Just to let you know, he's a very, very, very good dad.
All right, are you a good son? You're going to go up and lie in bed?
I hope not for another hour.
No, not for another hour. For another 20 minutes, all right?
Okay.
All right, go read a book.
Okay.
Careful. What kind of rainwater? We're not drinking rainwater, my friend. We're drinking the Whistle Pig 18s. Good stuff. I'm going to be up at Whistle Pig in a couple of weeks, so I'm excited for that. Drew Moody says, thanks for all the amazing content. Always enjoyed your videos. Just sit back, buddy, because it's going to get better. We've got some good stuff in the queue. Brandon, good night. Let's see here. JB says, what's your take on Florida lifting Rona restrictions? Should other states just lift all restrictions? Look, at this point in time, I feel like people are doing sort of what they want. I feel like people that are afraid to get coronavirus will stay inside. I am sort of in between. I lean more towards the lose the restrictions. Everybody knows what it is. Wash your hands. Wear a mask if you want.
It's me.
Oh, I didn't know it was you until you lifted the mask.
Yeah, I'm Minecraft for Halloween.
You are Minecraft for Halloween. Okay. That's not reading a book.
I want you to come.
I will. Go read your book.
Okay.
Remember, guys, the 11 o'clock show is completely different than the 9 o'clock show. Be sure to tip your waiters and waitresses. They're working hard out there. I lean towards the lifting of the restrictions, or at least the significant easing of the restrictions. The logic behind a lot of the restrictions now, I think, is counterintuitive. It's contradictory. It's nonsense. Now they're allowing for indoor dining or outdoor dining year-round in New York, but it gets cold. So all these places with tents are putting flaps on the side of their tents and closing it in, which is just like being inside, which is nonsense. So why don't you just let people be inside? Like, what's the difference, inside or outside? Let's see here. Are you comfortable with taking control of the build of your house? Did it make you realize that things could actually cost? Yes, I did. Taking control of the build of my house was probably one of the best decisions I've ever made. You get to see what things actually should cost, and you're paying effectively retail without paying retail plus 50 times markups. House looks good, thank you. It should be done in November. Thoughts on Tesla? I think Tesla is grossly overvalued. I may be wrong, but I can't buy in at that price. It's just, there was no reason for it to go from $400 a share to effectively like $2,000 a share in a month. That's ridiculous. How many kids you got, Rob? I got 2 kids, 1 boy, 1 girl. Alyssa threw some hearts. I wish she was here. That would be very nice. Herbie Shapiro, 4 days older than me. You old fart. Let's see here. Oh, welcome, Trade Mundo or something. Welcome. Have an easier screen name. Rob, have you ever eaten at the Humble Toast in Teaneck? I have not. There is a lot of sheetrock there. Trump 2020. Yeah, there'll be more $500 car challenges and stuff. This year I got really tied up in a lot of my free time, a lot of my free money, all of my free money and a lot of my free time went to building this house. And then also now getting the show sorted off the ground. I filmed another series called Driven to Eat, which Alyssa was actually on the first episode. So that is going to happen. I mean, as soon as I'm waiting on the edit, and I got 1 or 2 revisions on the edit, but the guy who's editing it just keeps getting busy. So I may have to take that off his plate and shift it to somebody else to get that stuff cut. No reason it should be taking 6 months to edit 3 episodes. Where can we watch Sorted? It's going to be on YouTube, so you will definitely know about Sorted from day one. JB, what is going to happen to Hertz? You know, I think Hertz is one of those like too big to fail things. I don't know if the stock is going to get folded, which it may. Part of the bankruptcy is they may be able to get out from under a lot of the debt and issue new stocks. But I wouldn't be a buyer at this point in time. I think the Hertz stock doesn't see a lot of movement. I think it's pretty dead. I look 40. I look 50, not 40. Thank you very much. It's very nice of you. Gift bag. Oh, William Omeyer. Good to see you. Hey, Rob, did I mention the actual window fell out? I was on the interstate, and I swear I wasn't speeding. Scouting for adventure drivers. The window fell out. That's not a good thing. Fisher H asked, how much did I save doing my house build? By GCing my own house, I saved probably a minimum of 300,000, maybe as much as 500,000, depending on what the final billing. That's like saying, like, what would the score have been if Michael Jordan was in the game? I don't know. Like, we didn't select that option, so I can't tell you what the final would have been. But yeah. When are Matt and I going to do the fastest ticket challenge? I want to do first to get a ticket in like Japan. I think that would be fun. Something a little different, maybe in the UK. Who knows? Cheerio. Get those Brits to lock us up or something. They're saying I look tired, I guess. What is your current daily? No, the Mercedes had like that one day of like wackiness, and it's been rock solid ever since. Like, it's, you know, you drive a proper shit box when you measure it and how many tanks of gas since you thought it was going to die. And I've already got like 3 or 4 tanks of gas beyond when I thought the car was done. So I think we're good now. First to get a ticket in Britain would be first speed camera. That's funny. Yeah, so good stuff. Here you can sort of see my Special Reserve Rob's whiskey. Good glass to drink my Whistle Pig 18 out of. I like this one. I love it. It's nice to have like a nice proper top. What happened to the M Roadster I owned? I sold it. Did I say I was going to drive a tank? I'm driving tanks. That's really cool. I'm looking forward to that. It's coming up in a couple of weeks. Yeah, I don't know. We got the house update. We saw some cars. Some cool videos coming up. I may hire another video guy after I'm done with my house, and just so I can like get that off my plate. I've been falling behind on the uploads because I've been busy, and that's just part of life. But I feel like I can get more content if I.
Can all you right now please subscribe to my dad's channel and click the bell button and make sure all notifications are on.
Thank you.
Have a good rest of the night. Dad, you have to come.
Okay. This commercial break was brought to you by Sugar. Go upstairs. Do I have any collabs coming up with any supercar YouTubers, Tavares, DDE, Goon Squad, etc.? No. Matt Farah, Amelia Hartford, and Tanner Faust is the collab I've got coming up. And we're doing a 10-episode series, so that should be pretty awesome. Subscribe, yeah. Election, who cares? Life's not going to change. The only thing I think is going to change is that after the election, the stock market will like smooth out, regardless of who wins. But new house is coming along. I said that birthday was good. Thank you guys for inquiring or joining and giving me the well wishes on my birthday. I was a little bummed this year about the birthday, not because I was turning 40, but because I was looking forward to my 40th birthday for like 7 years. And I was like, wow, you know what? When I turn 40, like my friends are gonna have money. We're gonna go travel the world. We're gonna do something cool. Everybody will leave their kids at home for a week, and like we'll go rent a yacht and sail the Caribbean, or we'll go do this. So, like, I settled on going to Oktoberfest in Munich, and that was like super exciting. I got a table for like 18 people at the Hofbrau tent in Munich. We were gonna fly into Paris. We were gonna spend some time in Paris, Northern Italy, Monaco, Switzerland, and do Oktoberfest. And I thought that would have been an epic trip, a great week with my friends, and it all just got sucks. So we ended up me and 11 of my wife, my wife, and 10 of my friends went down to Washington D.C. and semi-celebrated, but it was muted. It will always pale in comparison to the great European experience I had planned. Yeah, I think the stock market's going to be up and down for a while until at least the election's over. I think if Biden looks like, as we get closer, because we're inching up there, we got 5 or 6 weeks now. If Biden ends up being in the lead, then I think the stock market's going to react negatively and it will go down. I moved roughly, I don't remember what it was, but I moved roughly like 30% of my portfolios over to cash, waiting for the market to drop. I expected there to be a drop prior to the election. So I will let that happen, then I will buy in at the drop. I think that's a clever play. I could be wrong. It's all guessing at this point. But if Trump looks like he's going to win, or if Trump wins, I think the market will skyrocket. And if Biden wins, I think the market will go down even further than it is around the election. But I think that'll just be reactionary, and I think it'll come back up shortly thereafter. So that will be a good time to buy, is shortly after the election. But I'm so glad you were able to talk to Adam about filming in Florida. He brought over some new toys today. It was sweet. Dude knows his stuff. Good. I'm excited. We're gonna have a great time. Like I'm like I don't get excited for much, but like I'm like scared and excited to drive all these cool cars. So I'm excited. Playing golf lately. I have not played golf all year. I have like belonging to a golf club and having a membership at a golf club and not playing is a tremendous waste of money. I'll believe you me. Uh, the MC20, yeah, I like the car. I like the idea behind the car. I'm unsure if I will end up buying one just because the Maseratis are traditionally terrifying with depreciation. So I'm afraid to get in on that and then lose some money quickly and get stuck in that car. Because if there's not enough market, like I just don't see a lot of people calling me up and asking me for like that like high-end Maserati sports car. So anyway, let's start wrapping up. Let me see what else I've got. I've got the um, yeah, I've got the house update. We've got that business is cranking. It's going to start winding down. I've got a bunch of insurance claims. Luckily, the year is winding down, so I can put some effort into that. I've got a ton of travel coming up. I can't wait to drive a tank. That's going to be awesome. The Boys on Netflix is doing pretty good. Netflix on Amazon Prime is doing pretty good, so I'm excited for that. It was my birthday last week. Big 4-0. Drank a little bit of the big 1-8, which is good. I'll be up at Whistle Pig later this month, so I'm excited for that. We have the yes, I'm on Amazon Prime. Everybody's on Amazon Prime. I've got Whistle Pig. We've got that. We've got that. Wait, you guys just threw off my train of thought. That's why I don't read this crap. Whistle Pig, Adventure Drive. So Adventure Drive is going to be October 20th to the 25th. We're starting in Lake George, New York, and going to Newport, Rhode Island. So if you want to join in on that, I rented an entire boat so everyone can go whale watching. We shut down Mount Washington, like the entire road. The auto road is shut down for us, and we have sort of the mountain to ourselves to drive up as a collective group safely, and I'm excited for that. I don't own any Peloton stock. I think it's a little high right now, but again, I don't know that. His show Sorted, it will be on Netflix. It's not going to be on Netflix. It will be Netflix quality on YouTube. So it may be on Netflix at some point in time, but right now, we're filming for YouTube. All hail Nanarpuss. Hello, Nanarpuss. Thank you for the late birthday wishes. Very appreciative. I owe Aubrey Graham $5,000 apparently. So guys, thank you very much. Peloton has some good days. Yeah, I don't know if Peloton's going to be the future when it's like there's no way to justify spending $2,500 on a bicycle. So I feel like that's going to come down significantly when other competition gets market share. So, all right, guys, thank you very much for joining me. We'll give it a wrap here. It always takes me a minute to get off anyway, but thank you for dealing with the early struggles on the channel where I tried to get this live stream going. But have a good night. Thank you for the birthday wishes. I'll see you at 40 in week 2 next week. And we'll fill you in on what would have turned out to be a pretty, like, I'm super excited about Florida now. And I'm sure I will also be excited after the trip is over as to what content we've captured and what we're editing together. So stay tuned. I'm very happy with the crew that I'm putting together, with the cars that are coming. All good things are coming, and I think you guys are going to love it. So, and thank you. I'm happy I looked third. So, good day.